love bourbon. You love balls. Now put your balls where your bourbon is. Whiskey with Friends presents Bourbon and Balls with your hosts, Vinny, Colby, Anthony, and Aaron.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to episode 20 of Bourbon and Balls. It is Thursday, week 14 of the NFL. Starts tonight. Steelers at Vikings? Vikings at Steelers?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Steelers at the
Steelers
is playing the Vikings
in
Minnesota.
In the soda.
Minnesota. I think the burning question our fan base really wants to know is if the Patriots' victory on Monday night equals a real. Did they finally beat a real team?
It's true. You kept saying that they hadn't beaten anyone real yet. Does that count?
I mean, Jesus Christ, look at Anthony. He's looking rough.
He aged 15
I mean,
years.
Jesus, he's looking rough today.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I'm one game away from acting like Aaron for the rest of the season and saying I hate my team and we need to fire everybody.
It happens.
I mean, I don't know. This is why.
What's your whole thing, man? Tell us your
whole thing. This is my whole thing.
Do you want to do shot of the week this week?
No.
Yeah.
When they keep talking about the stadium, they keep talking about what are we going to do. We need a dome. I mean, I don't care.
Everyone hates domes.
Yeah, domes.
I mean, as a fan, I like domes because I don't want to be cold when I'm watching football.
That game, when I watched the first punt of the game, like almost go backwards, I was like, this is not going to be.
They're kicking like a 30-yard field goal in practice. Somebody like Bleacher Report posted a video.
It's like shooting
the ball literally like goes up, it levitates in the air.
Yeah. Like honestly, it didn't even really matter. That game with the weather conditions, anybody could have beat anybody that game. I mean, they threw the ball 3 times.
Because I think we all knew it was inevitable the Patriots were going to win.
Yeah.
That was not
any, and I'm not. That's not a disrespect to the Bills specifically. It's just like that's Belichick. That's classic fucking Belichick. He looks at this ridiculous weather scenario and he goes into his little fucking mad scientist cave.
Listen to Duke create the weather.
Yeah.
Come on.
And he sits there and he goes, what is the absolute biggest advantage I can get from this weather? And it was run 98% of the fucking time.
And more
If you had told me before the game that the
Colby
Patriots
did tell you
was going to have 19 yards passing,
I didn't tell him.
He didn't say that specifically,
No.
but Colby was like, "This is going to."
we knew they were going to run the ball.
Right,
we knew that. I mean,
Patriots
everyone
running
knew they were
back
going to run
day.
the ball. But
Did you? Because I don't know if your defense did. Everybody else might have fucking known.
I mean, it didn't matter.
the biggest thing I saw was a lot of people were talking about they should just put 5 like defensive line.
Yeah, they should have put an extra defense. I heard them saying that too. They should have put an extra
I would have
defensive
had
line.
my offensive line out there playing defensive line.
Something.
All right, we're gonna talk about whiskey.
Give me the largest humans on my fucking team and put them out there. Tell us about what we're drinking today there, my friend.
Woodford Reserve.
Just regular Woodford Reserve?
Why, no, it's not just regular Woodford Reserve.
Whiskey?
This is a wheat whiskey.
Ooh, wheat.
Passed this up on the shelf quite a bit. Never had it for some reason and decided to pick it up. I think the same proof, 90.4 is regular Woodford.
Well, nice.
So I'm excited to see if they make good.
So you've never had this before?
I've never had it.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Not quite
What do
like
you
the
think-
makers where I did have it.
What do you think it's going to be comparable to, like the double oaked?
I like the smell.
Completely different.
does
It's
it
a
have
different.
a
It's a different formula
If I had to
altogether.
guess, this is going to be something like just like Weller Special Reserve. If it is anything like that, then it's going to be solid 4.
Off camera here, we have one of our biggest fans, friend and family member.
I'm here just for a
It's
booze,
gonna
right?
It's gonna
It's
get in here with us. Attaboy.
There it is.
All right. Hook the brother up. Thank you.
All right.
Oh, it smells really good.
Chin chin.
Chin, y'all. Come on.
It smells weedy.
Salute, salute,
Cheers.
salute.
So 20th episode. Well, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's all right.
Drinks like this. I like regular Woodford better. Drinks like Weller Special Reserve.
That does not burn at all.
I like it.
Yeah, it's all right. It doesn't burn. It's pretty smooth, but
It's very smooth.
It is really smooth.
I don't know. I don't love the flavor, if I'm being honest.
I mean,
I like.
You know what?
I like.
You
really
guys,
sweet
you
bourbon.
like
I
that
would-
Hancock last week, and I didn't.
you guys like the nitty gritty, like stuff. This,
Yeah, those
I
are
mean,
good. I like
I was
that.
gonna say for someone who's not that much of a connoisseur into the bourbon or whiskey, this is not a bad.
Yeah, you just want it to be
start.
smooth. It is
Like,
smooth. It's just it's earthier and more flowery than it is sweet, and I tend to like
Kinda
sweeter
like
bourbons, but
Anthony.
it's good.
He's earthy and flowery.
It's good. I like it. I think
Earthy.
I'd prefer. I definitely
He likes
prefer
my
double
flower.
oak,
Oh, double oak's one of my
I definitely
favorite,
prefer that.
favorite coffees.
but I think it's probably better than regular Woodford.
See, and I like this better than the Hancock from last week.
Well, it's because you have the palate of a child.
I think I like the Hancock last week.
Hancock was really good.
It was good.
Just reminded me of Rock.
He just doesn't
You know
like
what I
pepper. I
saw?
don't like pepper. I don't
Yeah,
like
it's
high
just
pepper
spicy.
either.
Speaking of Buffalo Trace Rock Hill specifically, I saw randomly on the internet they're making 175s of Rock Hill.
Oh, really?
I don't know if it's real, but if it is, I don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna be $1,000.
at
Yeah.
least.
All right. Well,
All right.
not much news since our last show. I think.
Who's in news?
Yeah, it's time
Now
for.
you messed it up.
Well, I wasn't there yet, but
It's time
I
for.
don't know.
it's time for booze and news. So yeah, not much. Really, it's
Not
just
lots
a couple
of-
people came off IR, a couple people went on IR. Is like the only difference, right? Like a couple people got shut down for the season.
No
What's
big-
happening
no
in the
big
background of
story
that
going
game?
A lot of COVID stuff going on.
Oh yeah, a bunch of people are out in COVID
Wow.
right now.
It's half my fantasy football.
Yeah,
Keenan Allen's not vaccinated, so
and Mike Williams, right? Or he came
Oh,
back.
Keenan
He came
Allen-
back.
Mike Williams is.
but supposedly he's tested negative so
Yeah,
far.
I thought Mike Williams was vaccinated.
He
He
is,
is, so
but,
that's
he's,
why.
but he's in COVID
Yeah.
protocol
Yeah,
right now.
just because. But if
He'll
he
probably
could
play.
some. He'll play.
But
some.
Keenan
vaccine
Allen's
doesn't
not
do
playing, and that
Keenan Allen's
that's
not
another
playing,
reason.
'cause we played the Chargers Thursday, so he's probably not playing.
That's another reason that I was like saying that I don't know if they're going to score. He's their best receiver.
But didn't you take the fucking?
I took the Giants.
Oh, you're right. You're right. You said the Chiefs. That's what threw me off.
Why would you take the Giants?
He's the only one.
10.5 points.
It's a lot of points. It's 10, I
Yeah,
think,
that
but
might
it's
be
a lot of
the
points.
quarterback's gonna be in.
That's the thing.
That's the problem.
Like
They
it
think
might
that's
be,
score.
it might be,
Allen's gonna be
it might be
slinging the rack out
Fromm.
there?
It might be
It's not gonna
Fromm,
be
who's been
Brown.
on the team for 2 weeks.
It's going to be Jake Fromm.
Yeah, 2 weeks he's been on the fucking
He
team.
looked good when he
Jake
played
from
with
State Farm?
Forrest.
Get out of here.
He looked good.
I wish it was
Dude.
Jake from State Farm. That dude looks brolic,
He-
and I bet he
yeah.
could throw a fucking ball.
Speaking of news, the weather. Have you been outside?
Yeah, it's hot as
Yeah,
fuck.
it's human.
And it's foggy.
I could barely see coming over.
Oh, it's
there.
foggy now?
I could
Oh, yeah,
barely
it's
see.
foggy.
The
That
probably
came
one
out
of
of
the worst
nowhere. It wasn't
ones-
foggy.
Well, I mean,
Some of the-
you're by far older than all of us.
You
so
could tell
yeah,
by
it
his
probably
beard.
is a little- yeah,
He was wiping the
probably
car.
is a little harder for you to see at night. You have a driving glasses?
All you motherfuckers have glasses. I don't have glasses, and I'm the one that can't
You
see.
need them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We have owned up to our
Yeah.
fucking
we
eyesight
can see
issues.
with our glasses.
Yeah.
You can't see without glasses.
I don't know. I mean, it's making it really hard for me to watch
It's
these
time
TikTok
for you to go
videos on
to
my
an
phone while I'm
optometrist.
driving over here. You know?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't give a fuck about the news. If I'm being honest, there's like nothing really
Yeah,
that
it's
like.
been probably the quietest week.
Yeah,
in a long time.
What was
I
that,
think
Cunningham.
I think the most.
Zach Cunningham got cut from the Texans.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Just signed a 4-year, like $60 million
Yeah,
contract.
the Texans don't know the hell.
Yeah,
they're
it's
doing,
the
man.
fucking
They always-
Texans, man.
I mean,
They're already talking. Nick
That's-
Casario,
that's
their
low-
GM,
that's
is already
low-hanging
talking about
fruit.
the coaches may not be around next year. Which is
Yeah.
like
I was
crazy.
surprised they had.
I kind of felt like the Lions. I know, shifting gears a little here, but
They won
it's gonna
last week.
circle.
I
It's
think
gonna
you should probably
circle
talk
back.
about that.
Oh yeah, that's
Should
true.
be the Vikings.
I kind of felt like the Lions hired Dan Campbell as like a 2-year. We're gonna break this fucking team down, and we need somebody to
tell you
pin it
something
on,
about
and
Dan
he'll bring
Campbell.
intensity. Hang on a second, and
He's
he'll
a
bring
fucking hype
intensity. He is
He's the
exactly.
best fucking hype man you
I
could
totally
have.
agree,
I
and I
like
think
him.
he will be on the team for 2 years. He'll bring up the energy, he'll bring up the intensity, and then they'll bring an intelligent coach in
like
to
that.
actually run the team.
It's been great.
Yeah,
You've been
I really
really
feel like that's
fun.
what's gonna
You've
happen.
been
But look at-
really fun.
Look at Vrabel
But-
with the Titans.
What about him?
I mean, he's the same type of coach. He's that.
No, he's not.
smarter.
He's intelligent.
smart, but I'm saying he's like he's
That's
a,
the issue with Dan
he's-
Campbell.
I
is he's
know,
not
but
an X's and O's
Frat
guy.
boy. He's like every
No,
frat
but I'm
boy
saying
is a
He's a
he's-
fucking
coach.
meathead.
Vrabel's a very intense. Like I want.
Yeah,
to,
the
Yeah, but
intensity
Vrabel's
is.
smart.
Yeah, that's
He's-
the
he's
difference. That's the
intense
difference.
and-
Dan
Where
Campbell's not
Campbell-
out there outsmarting other
Yeah.
teams. Never has, never will.
Recaps.
Yeah, he's winning
He must be doing. He must
purely
be
on
doing,
intensity.
He must be doing something because he's at. Was it second head coaching job?
No, he was an interim head coach for the Dolphins for a couple
Yeah.
games. It was they fired Philbin, and he came in as interim, and he didn't even get a real shot to be the permanent coach. They basically were like, no.
Because they're doing bumps of cocaine, clearly.
I mean, everywhere he's gone, they love him because he's just like,
he's an absolute players coach. Yeah, I just don't think he's intelligent enough to run a team. We talked about how hard it. I mean, when you look at people like Josh McDaniels and fucking Vic Fangio and these people that are brilliant and not good enough to run a fucking NFL team, like how could you possibly think Dan Campbell is going to be a coach for a long time? Like, I think he's there just to fucking basically save the franchise case.
Dan Campbell's a good coordinator. I'd have him like as a D-line coach.
Strength and conditioning.
Literally a hype
man.
man.
Do that.
He should be doing huddle like a pregame fucking.
Outside the X and O's. Have my team.
But this is where coaches like that find really good coordinators and let them run the offense, let them run.
If they're smart enough. But the problem is he's Dan Campbell. And the second problem is he's coaching the fucking line.
I love Dan Campbell, but he's never going to be a real coach. And so you were talking about the Texans, and I'm circling back, and they might have done the same thing. I think they actually fucking believe in what's his name?
Cully?
That they brought in? Yeah. But I feel like it's going to be the same thing, right? They're going to tear that fucking organization down. They're going to go to shit. They're going to pin it all on him. And then the next coach is going to have a shot. That's what happened with Stefanski, right? Like, they absolutely annihilated the fucking team. The GM who got them all these fucking picks, like who basically built this team for success. Then they brought in a coach and everyone's like, Stefanski's legit. And now 3 years later, it's like Stefanski hasn't done dick. Like he was handed a beautiful team.
He was handed the best roster in the NFL.
Yeah, and he hasn't done dick.
He has 2 of the best running backs in the NFL.
Who was the coach before him?
That was Freddie
Kitchens.
He sucked too.
Yeah. That was a mistake.
And then I don't know. I see some of these coaches, and you know some of these coaches. You look at some of these coaches, and they just look.
You need to change it.
They just don't have that intensity. I mean,
that was all wet. Jesus.
So one of the reasons
who doesn't have the intensity?
No, I'm saying a lot of these coaches. That there's some coaches out there that they're smart, but they don't have that.
Okay, that's the guy you have to bring in. You don't be intense and then bring in smart guys. You be smart and bring in intense guys.
Like he's asleep on the side.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a mastermind at work. It's
Andy Reid's got that itis.
The other thing.
Explain to me why you're not even watching this fucking show to give us a free stream here, you cocksucker.
Come on, Antonio. We cheers you.
Bring you in here.
What a fucking piece of shit.
I apologize.
One of the things you said to me earlier was you can't believe that I picked the Steelers to beat the Vikings. Speaking of the Lions,
I didn't say I can't believe it. I said you're the only person.
Now this is the Lions game right here because the Steelers tied the Lions and the Vikings lost the Lions.
That's true.
So there you go. I picked the Steelers because they at least tied them.
Yeah, I don't know. I just honestly, that is a tough game to pick because the Vikings are fucking like they just look completely different week to week. Yeah, I know, and that's why I ended up picking the Vikings.
That's what I did too.
But like they could come up and be like bags of shit, and it wouldn't shock anybody. Nobody would be surprised by it.
Showtime. Text me. Showtime. Text me.
You're out of both of your fucking leagues.
What do you get off?
I could be spoiler.
Well, yeah, no. Showtime texted me before I got here and said,
"There's 9 other teams.
What should I do with Dalvin Cook?" And I was like, "If he's playing, you start."
They already locked them. It's not even the game hasn't even started yet.
Oh, 8:20. It just locked it. You missed it by 20 seconds or something.
A-Rod for pitch trade.
Tell your ACL, Dalvin.
There's what?
This A-Rod for pitch trade. Let's go through it.
Yeah.
I was on the fence too.
It'll definitely get approved. You were on the fence about the Bears?
So many points?
Yeah. Do you see it's the Bears?
I even picked Packers.
Justin Fields is starting this week, though.
No.
Yeah, he went against his own team this week.
It's in Green Bay.
We're basically halfway through our fucking pick. So any other news before we just get into the actual picks?
What would you do if they fired Nagy tonight? Would you change the pick to the Bears?
Dude, I have the biggest fucking erection this side.
He's asking if you would pick the Bears to win on Sunday.
If
they fire Nagy tonight, Fuck it.
If they fire Nagy tonight, I'll take the Bears.
Yeah.
If they fire Nagy between now and Sunday, I will take the Bears.
Yes, wholeheartedly. If they
I'll
fire
take the
Nagy
Bears,
between
too.
now and Sunday, I'm picking the Bears.
Because I think the players would want to prove that it was the right thing, and they would just play out of their fucking mind just to fucking like make
just
a point.
Like this asshole.
Yeah, just to make a point.
Khalil Mack's taking himself up.
Yeah.
Playing the game.
Cast it up. I'm going in.
Yeah, I mean, of course. But I mean,
Am I doing this punishment pre or post picks?
It's too pre.
Too pre.
So last week,
This show is all over.
usually I'm, I know, disaster.
Are you grabbing the?
I got him right here.
Oh,
Last week, we did our picks. For the first time this season, I lost.
By a landslide. It was like
No, one game because of this
Fuck.
cocksucker.
because he,
I lost to you guys by a few. I only lost to him by one.
because he chose the Broncos.
Yeah. No, he chose the Bills on Monday.
And then the Broncos. He chose the
Oh,
Broncos.
yeah. So
there's glitter in his
I
beard.
lost, and we agreed that
he's got a fleck of glitter.
It does
in his beard. It's glitter.
it's just his aura.
It's not his
We agreed that because it was the 20th episode, we were going to ramp up the punishment a little bit. I actually wanted to go even harder, so thank goodness.
Yeah, we can do
So-
we didn't.
it was. So the punishment was you take.
He has to butt chug a beer in a shot.
Wait. We're going to talk about this first.
Will you talk about it while I set it up?
No, the punishment was you have. Don't pour that yet. You had to.
What is this
You
smoke
had
coming
to-
out of there?
What was the thing? You had to beer bong that mix with that.
We have to slam. We don't have a beer bong. I would actually.
We don't.
We
don't have a beer bong.
I prefer a beer bong. Grab it.
Aaron.
Oh, this is what your whole secret thing? I prefer a beer bong.
Yeah.
That's so much easier than chugging.
He prefers any sort of foul thing in his mouth.
Yeah,
Who
100%.
doesn't?
That's funny. Who brought this thing, Aaron?
No, Anthony, he called me.
Oh, that's so
he called me at work.
It doesn't even have a valve on. I gotta pinch this thing like I'm a
Yeah.
fucking
Well, you
Have
thumb
it.
middle
Fuck
schooler.
this,
What
man.
All right, give it to
fuck?
me.
What kind of a child are you? You don't use
The
valves.
valve ones are way
Oh
better.
my god! If you spill any of this, you're doing another one.
All right, in the background we have Steelers Vikings 0-0 game. Just
So you have to
started.
mix those together in the beer bong.
No.
100%.
absolutely have to.
Time out for
Wait
1
a
second.
second.
Simmer
You
down.
mix.
We literally called this 2/3 of a strikeout, which is the beer then the shot.
No.
True or false?
Weird. No,
It's a
we
shot,
did
then
not.
the beer.
Well, either way.
You mix it together in the
No.
beer bong.
I
No
think
one ever
doing the
said
shot
mix it
after the
together.
beer is worse.
I think it's
because-
worse as well. I mean, I guess I don't give a fuck. You
It's-
want
I
to
guess
form it
it's-
together,
I
I
mean-
don't care. It's fine. You want to? I do think it's worse to separate it, and I don't care. We'll do either one.
Yeah, it's like, what is that? Like fucking.
Don't make it all fucking fun.
I'm not gonna do you
Put
dirty,
the-
bro.
Tilt
Put
it,
put
make it
that
nice.
above the put that end above. Have you never done a beer bong before?
I'm have it pinched. It's fine.
Oh
You know when you're good.
Go ahead.
Oh, that's gonna be full of all like the goth kids and Spencers that
It-
hasn't been washed. It probably smells like.
Yeah.
that.
Oh, you guys probably didn't even wash this.
Oh no, it still has a sticker on it. That's fresh. It came out of the bag you bought it from in the store. Of course,
Oh
it's
my
not washed.
Dude, you're definitely gonna get hair balls.
You're gonna get that.
That's all I.
You're gonna get hepatitis
Yeah,
B.
absolutely get a
Bunch
fucking
of
goddamn
fucking
hair ball.
scumbags in my life. Am I doing this after or pouring it in?
Do it after.
Oh, do you know what's bad? I can smell.
I can
the-
smell
Oh
it
my
too.
gosh.
I can
Oh, it's
smell
so
it.
bad.
I think I'm gonna bark.
So
Dude.
raise that end
All right.
above.
Everybody knows how to fucking do a beer
It
bong.
doesn't look like
You
it.
should probably stand
It's
up.
not a
that's-
long enough tube for me to even fucking
No,
do that.
that's like
Literally.
a thick ass hose.
Yeah,
That's
I-
like-
What
I'm
is
just gonna have
up
to
with that?
fucking-
Is that
So
like out of
stand
a
up so you don't
car?
friggin-
All right, I'll stand up.
Yeah, it looks like a radiator.
It does look like a radiator hose.
Now back up a little bit so they can see.
Yeah,
There it
that's
is.
fucking
I'm not
stink.
fucking excited about this.
I'm excited that we have a beer bong. in the
If
house,
you
Can
raise
I,
that
like-
end higher,
You think if
then
I take my thumb off, it'll be all right?
It's gonna shoot.
It's gonna shoot. Yeah, for sure. You got a kink in it. You gotta get like a mouth it. Mouth it.
All right.
Mouth it.
All right.
Double that speed. Mouth it.
All right, I got it. All right, ready?
Yep. Cradle the balls. Oh, he's sucking it down like it's a.
Oh. And then
Dude,
First off, I'm just lifting it. You're the one that put.
well, you put it over my head for some reason.
It was over your head the whole entire time.
he's gonna throw up. He's gonna throw up. He's gonna throw
I'm just
up.
gonna bark.
He's gonna-
That was worse than I
beer.
thought it was.
Yeah, I like
Can I have a
that.
paper towel?
Yeah, dude, that's just that shot
Aaron,
glass has
Aaron
it.
pours
Shot
the
glass.
rest of the beer in your head.
I didn't pour anything. I literally kept it elevated the same amount
It's
of time.
coming down your. I can still smell the spicy
Oh
pickle.
my god, dude! I'm gonna pour.
Oh, are you?
There's still beer in here.
Down. Jesus Christ. Oh.
There's still beer in there.
Oh man, I was close to throwing up.
Yeah, I see it in your eyes.
Fuck. That was awful.
Oh, that's great.
Ugh.
Oh, I
The beer
smell
bong. Beer bong was fine. That fucking shot. Oh, we should have mixed it. It would have been better.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ, I need some water. No, it's fine. I
He's
got
got whiskey.
He's got whiskey, Antonio. He's
Oh
got
my
it. You know, we all have consequences.
I mean, if you mix something, if you throw tequila in there,
Jesus
you're
Christ,
definitely-
that was awful.
You want
you
that
know
to
what
come
make
up,
you feel better if you jump up and down.
Or spicy
Just
chip.
mix it all
You get
together.
him a pocky chip.
or a shot of tequila.
What's your chip situation like here?
Let's do some picks.
Tequila, maybe.
Let's go ahead and just go through our picks.
It's time for picks and dicks.
Picks, dick
Picks,
picks.
There you go.
Ooh, dick picks.
Oh my god.
You what's going on?
Oh, everyone's gonna be changed their pants tonight.
Disaster.
First game's on now.
Kirk Cousins, 3-11.
Steelers at Vikings.
Bro, you were down.
Even, I mean, you got called that.
Like KJ Osborne. I almost
All
picked
right.
him up. Actually, did I
Stay
pick him up?
focused. Here's where we're at. Thursday night football. Steelers at Vikings. Vikings are favored by 3.5. It's a little bit of an interesting game because Anthony pointed out a minute ago. Steelers tied the Lions. Vikings just lost to
Did
them.
I switch my pick?
Nope.
Yeah, it's 0-0. Go ahead.
You
want
better hurry up
Steelers?
and switch that pick
I'll
before the snap.
I'm gonna go Steelers. I'll go Steelers with the help. I'll go Steelers. No, yeah, for the Steelers.
All right. So
Okay.
Anthony
Anthony
and Aaron took the Steelers.
Fuck the Vikings.
Colby and I took the Vikings. The Vikings are tricky. Some weeks they look unbelievable. Some weeks they're.
Yeah.
Although, you know what I didn't take into consideration? I didn't take into consideration the fact that he's like absolutely terrible
On prime
in
time.
prime time. I
Yeah.
did not take that
That's
into
what I
consideration.
realized. I'm like, you know what?
But
I'm gonna play that.
I think the Vikings got embarrassed last week and they're gonna fucking out for redemption.
And
They just missed
Roethlisberger. Then the Steelers didn't win
They
because they
missed the
played a
field
great.
goal right now.
Beat
They
they
did.
beat the
They
Ravens.
missed the field
So
goal.
Because they
Vikings
played-
first drive,
At
they
home.
went for a field goal and missed it.
At home.
I mean,
All right.
Field goal. The Vikings missing the field goal is not a surprise.
Couldn't happen to a better team.
So we were 3-1 Vikings. Aaron just switched. Now we're 50-50 on it. All right. Next game, Sunday. Saints at Jets. Saints favored by 5.5. We also split there. Colby and I took the Jets. Anthony and Aaron took the Saints. Want to defend the Saints?
Alvin Kamara's coming back.
Okay. I saw that.
They're not the Jets.
Yeah. Both valid points.
Okay, that's a fair argument.
I think Taysom Hill having a ruptured finger and being the starting quarterback is what really turns me off to this game. And the Jets played really fucking well last week.
He barely throws the ball anyway.
Yeah.
What do you mean? You threw
The
the ball
gadget guy.
20-25 times.
That's because there was no Kamara. I don't think you would have if Kamara was there. But
Kamara's playing.
yeah, but still,
Very well,
Kamara, first of all, is a game time decision, and I'm sure he will play.
Yeah.
But point being, I don't think they're going to run the ball 40 fucking times.
Well, he's
with
not
a
going to get
borderline fucking
bell
running
cow
back.
back.
Yeah,
Melvin
It's gonna
Ingram,
be him and
Yeah.
Ingram, dude.
Mark Ingram's hurt. He's not, or he's on COVID, so he's not playing.
Yeah.
They already said he's out.
No, they got
Melvin Ingram doesn't-
that Tony kid,
Tony Jones.
Tony Jones, TJ.
And his opportunity.
Well, that's
was
why they
19
cut,
carries for like 27
Murray.
yards a couple weeks ago.
That's why they cut him. What? Because they like Tony Jones.
Mhm.
Tony Jones, when he played like early in the year, and he looked fucking phenomenal.
And then he got hurt.
And then they brought in Ingram.
Just because he got hurt.
All right, not a ton to talk about in that game. Any other key points there?
Elijah Moore is
who's
looking
the-
better.
Elijah
Corey
Moore
Davis
is looking
back.
better.
Corey Davis is back. So.
And what's their
Corey
running back?
Davis is
Mark.
back. Corey Davis is out for the year.
They
isn't he?
got Tevin
No.
Coleman.
You just said Corey Davis is back.
Corey Davis is back.
He's out for the year.
Is he out for the year?
He's having surgery on his stomach,
No,
core
that's
injury.
good. What a pussy.
Yeah, that sounds right. What's their
They
running
came back
back's name?
last week then or some shit then.
He's not playing.
The
Michael
Jets
Carter.
running back?
Michael
He's
Carter.
not playing?
No, he's on IR.
Oh.
He's on my team. He's on IR.
No.
Hey,
No.
Fucking
Pretty much,
Colby,
yeah.
ruining it for everybody. Yeah, I still think I don't know. I just feel like the Jets. I don't know. I don't think
The
the
Saints
Saints
have
are.
looked awful.
I think they
since
fizzled out.
Jameis Winston.
Yeah.
Or since what Simeon or whatever.
someone caught that pass.
Looked decent as
Ray
Winston.
McCloud.
Yeah. 49ers at Bengals. 49ers. It's a pick'em game. 49ers favored by 1.5. We also split.
Flip a coin.
This time it was Aaron and I taking the Bengals, you two taking the 49ers. I see both sides of this. Any key points you guys want to make here?
No, not really.
The 49ers are like healthy for the first time
I'm
this
saying,
year,
if
so
they're
I
healthy,
get that.
I mean, Kittle looked like a man possessed
Yeah.
last game.
Yeah. I'll just say what I said. What I read earlier today is the Bengals have like the worst defense or one of the top like bottom 2 or 3 defenses as far as keeping the middle of the field covered. The Niners are supposedly one of the best teams that throw in the ball in the middle of the field.
Yeah, and they're
They
pretty
can expose
healthy.
that, and then they're healthy guy. Kittle's gonna tear
Is
it up.
Debo playing?
No, I don't think so.
No Debo.
All right,
All right,
It's true.
that's funny, guys. Yeah, we get each other.
They're almost healthy. Almost healthy. This is the it would have been the second. Now I guess it is the first game where you are the only standout here. It is Falcons at Panthers. Also kind of almost a pick'em game, 2.5 points. Panthers are favored, and you're the only one that took them. You want to tell us why?
I don't know. I was in my car.
I don't remember making
Do you
a
still
choice.
do you want to stick with that pick? I'll let you change it. So it's Falcons at Panthers. The Falcons have not looked sharp on offense at all. The Panthers haven't looked sharp on either side of the ball. Christian McCaffrey is done for the year.
They fired Joe Brady, who I don't think was
Yeah,
an
they
issue
fired Joe Brady.
on offense.
Yeah. I just think, oh man, the Panthers didn't look good. The Giants look better than the Panthers against the Dolphins. The games that I've
Give me
seen.
the Falcons. Just to be
You
safe.
taking the Falcons?
Yeah, I'll switch it.
Attaboy.
Roethlisberger looks like my dad running like a
I mean, he's looking rough out there, but these guys are catching it, man. Oh.
That's gotta be Steelers because the Deontay or Chase Claypool.
Claypool.
Like shoved him in his face.
Oh, yeah, someone's being a salty bitch.
So we're watching the Steelers Vikings in the background, and Rashad Breeland just shoved
Former Chief.
Claypool for no reason after the play, and they're gonna get 15
Oh, you
yards
hit him in
because
the
of it.
face first.
Hit him in the-
There.
Yeah, I mean, that wasn't that bad.
But that was subtle. It's all about the subtlety.
See where
All
it
right,
goes.
while they're working that out.
Let's see who it is.
Wow.
And
They can go both ways.
Nope.
Let's see. It might.
No, they don't.
No.
They don't usually do that. If it's just like one little shove. it's not.
Claypool's the one who got that.
Yeah.
That's funny. Good for them getting the
If
instigator.
once you watch it though, you can kind of see.
Yeah.
It makes sense. Oh, they're getting
was it
shit.
for that push?
No.
No, it was
No, it
before
was-
that. Why?
You
Like-
can't do
Yeah, you
that.
can't.
Right in front of a
And
ref.
literally, the ref's face was
Yeah.
is 6 inches
He's
away
like,
from
"You
it.
just
You know
poked
what's
him on
Alright.
the cheek."
He's-
That was a 15-yard penalty, and Clyde
See,
Edwards
I don't-
there pointing at a defender. was
Claypool
also-
always does dumb shit though. Like he's always doing.
He's a
dumb
kid.
Shit.
He's like fucking 22 years old or something.
Yeah.
He's a child.
He's a baby. He's a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, Roethlisberger eating it.
guys.
Oh my! Dude, that would have been ridiculous if he got that. Go on.
Seahawks at Texans. Seahawks favored by
Seahawks.
8.5. We all took the Seahawks. Not much to say there. The Texans are garbage. Raiders at Chiefs. Chiefs are favored by 9.5.
Who picked the Raiders?
That's like fucking like some 2019, 2020 line with the fucking
We
Chiefs.
just beat the Raiders 41-14 3 weeks ago,
Man,
and it wasn't even close. And that was in Las Vegas. That was.
I don't like it. I don't like it, man. I took the Raiders to
guys didn't like
cover.
that. You
I
guys
took the
didn't like
Chiefs
that.
to win.
You guys
Yeah,
like the
we all
Broncos
took-
line last week.
I know it's true. We all took the Chiefs to win, but Anthony and I are taking the Raiders to cover. It's just you say it all the time. Like this is the Super Bowl for them.
Mhm.
Why are the Chiefs gonna shit
Right,
down the Raiders'
breaks
throat?
off them
That's it. That's all you
once.
got because it happened already.
Clearly, the better football team at this point in the season. Our defense is playing. The only defense that looks better on the field right now than ours is New England's. which
Yeah,
is
but,
wild to see.
I mean, that can flip flop. You guys have the worst defense
First of
ever
all-
at the beginning of the season. And
First of all,
Steelers going forward.
where the fuck are the Dolphins in this conversation? Number one run defense in football. You fucking cum dumpsters.
They're talking.
The
why
goddamn
would-
disrespect.
Don't speak dirty to me.
We've given up only 5 touchdowns in the past 6 weeks, which leads the NFL.
We have no.
It does. Look.
There is no way.
Oh
we
my
haven't
God.
given up that.
Oh,
We've given up less than
Roethlisberger-
that.
Roethlisberger scrambling.
You said what's the number?
We've given up
It's running
5
like
touchdowns in
Ole
the last
out
6
there.
weeks.
Oh, I thought you said it the other way around.
Is that holding?
The Dolphins aren't very far behind that.
No, the Dolphins. They'd be
They're right
like
there.
Chiefs, Dolphins, Patriots.
Yeah, they're
are
right
the
there.
top 3, like by
Oh,
far.
it's not-
No, don't
Vikings.
disrespect
Not
my team. My Cinderella team that is going to make the playoffs this year. It's going to be the opposite of last year. Last
You
year-
guys are gonna have a double wins again. Not making.
No, we're going to make the
No,
playoffs this year.
17 takes.
It's gonna- Yeah, but that's what happened last year. So last
Oh.
year they went 10-6 and we didn't make the playoffs. Meanwhile, the fucking 8-8 Bears did. But this year it's going to be different.
2 years in a row.
This
Swanted
year,
that.
It's going to be the opposite.
There's a lot of
We're going to
teams
sneak
that
in.
are really close to each
It's
other.
up in the air right
Yeah.
now. Yeah, we need a few things to fall our way, obviously. But the Dolphins are playing out of their fucking mind. All right, Ravens at Browns. Browns by 2.5. I was kind of surprised by that line. Were you guys surprised by that line? I
The
thought the
Browns
Ravens.
have looked pretty mediocre.
Yeah, I thought the Ravens would have been favored. It would have been like obviously it was going to be under 3 the line no matter what, but I thought it was going to swing to the Ravens. I did
Yeah,
not
but-
expect to see the Browns
I
as
think I
favorite.
read Ravens lost by 1 last week. I think they have a bitter taste in their mouth. They don't want to lose to the Browns.
I think
Divisional
I think
game, I
Vegas
gotcha.
likes- I just think Vegas likes the Browns this year. As far as it's hard not to.
Vegas always likes the Browns.
I mean,
man.
look,
They're paper
Lamar
tigers,
Jackson-
but I mean, we'll
I just
find
think
out.
Lamar got figured out.
He looks like shit.
He looks awful this year. I mean, I never liked
I think
him.
he's playing hurt, but that's just.
Maybe, but like, he's been sacked the most in the NFL. Lamar Jackson, one of the
I feel like
fastest
Fields-
humans
I feel
on
like
earth,
Fields has been-
has gotten sacked more times than any other quarterback in the NFL. Isn't it a little ridiculous? Like, scramble, motherfucker.
I think that's his problem. Is he's like relying.
I think
too
people-
much,
I think
way
people
too
just
much
figured
on-
out how to
yeah.
fucking like
Contain him.
set the edge with
Yeah,
him,
that's
and
what they're
that's
doing.
it. They can't like.
If you
That's
watch,
always been his problem. Is
if
he's
you watch
set it
the
and forget
games.
it.
I mean, literally, you watch some of these games with him. You have your ends are just rushing right up the field, like they're trying to set that edge right away
Mhm.
and box him in. That's
Yeah,
all they're
well,
doing.
no,
You
'cause
have to- you
normally
have to
it's
do.
not even that they're. I actually, like, I agree with the concept of what you said, but I think the actual like the way they're doing it is different. They're actually not even trying to get by the tackles. That's
No,
what I
they're just-
noticed.
yeah, they're-
Yeah.
They're sitting there engaging with the tackles, staring at fucking Jackson.
Yeah.
And the second he starts going, they're
It's
like,
like
"The fuck
smelly
off
little
me!"
bitch.
Yeah, they're like letting the tackles hold,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
sit there for a second, and then they're going.
Well, you could dedicate a linebacker to spot him too. You don't need.
That doesn't work because a linebacker can't keep up with him, and like a linebacker starting in the middle. What's nice, like if you dedicate both
No,
your
yeah, you gotta-
edges,
yeah,
which it
yeah.
hurts to dedicate 2 fucking people to it, but like when that's 80% of your fucking game plan, it's worth it. I don't know. I just think the Ravens are figured out. Harbaugh is great, and he's going to keep finding creative fucking ways to like exploit people. But I think the
Yeah.
Browns players are too disciplined and talented on defense to be like
Yeah.
abused, and I think they'll come out.
I also think that Stefanski's heard from everyone and their mothers that why aren't you running the ball with
Your 2 phenomenal
your
running backs.
unbelievable running backs?
Are they both back?
I
Yeah.
think Kareem Hunt's officially back.
I mean, why would you not? I mean, just
Well,
do
they,
with the Patriots.
they
just
were
run the ball
both
for
hurt
you.
for a while, but actually, even their third running back
No,
is fucking good.
Chubb was hurt, but he was only out for like
Yeah.
1 week. He
Yeah.
came back and was
No, was he
phenomenal.
only
Then
out for
was COVID.
one?
Then he was COVID.
Yeah,
He was out for
But
that.
that's how I feel about the Bears with Montgomery and
Montgomery's
and
back?
Herbert, dude.
Montgomery's back.
They need to just be running the ball. Fucking having Andy Dalton out there throwing 4 picks. Just run the fucking ball.
No one here's gonna argue with you, bro.
Yeah.
Cardinals weren't stopping the run.
I mean, what's going to happen this week? You got Fields playing.
Yeah.
Magic. As long as Nagy gets fired.
Didn't someone on the Packers isn't someone really important out for the year? All of a
Randall
sudden?
Cobb.
No. That's not
Cobb
what
is
I'm
out.
talking about.
No,
I know.
Jair
Wasn't it
Alexander
like
just
their
came back
tackle or
off of
something?
IR.
Who did?
The Alexander just came back off of it.
Oh, maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah. that's what I'm thinking
I mean,
of. Any other Ravens Browns?
No, it's not way too long.
Cowboys at Washington football
Cowboys.
team. Cowboys are favored by 4.5. Colby took Washington. I don't hate the Washington pick at all.
Neither
They're
do I.
They've been playing well.
They're
Yeah.
a 5-game
I went
win
back
streak
and
right
forth.
now.
I
They're
know.
playing like a.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I went back
I
and
get
forth
it.
on it, but
Me too.
I just think the
I feel
Cowboys,
like Cowboys have too
can,
much.
I think they can win by a touchdown.
I think the Cowboys also like are getting back to their fucking like establish the run and then
You
attack.
have to.
Yeah.
And they have all
Well, they just
they have
said-
all their wide receivers? No, Amari. No, they don't have Amari, right?
He's 100%.
Is he
now.
okay? So they have
Well,
all
he-
their wide
he was
receivers
back
for the
with
first
short
time
play
like all
action pass.
season.
He was
Yeah.
back last
Right.
week too, but he was on a snap count.
Yeah.
They said he is 100% go
Good,
for this
good.
game.
They said the same thing about Zeke. They said his MRI
And you
came
look
back
what
really
happened.
positive, and they're like, this week will be his first full workload back.
Yeah, I
Parsons
mean,
just popped up on the injury report.
Yeah,
Who did?
he'll play.
Micah.
Micah Parsons.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. I did see that. Man, he's fucking.
He's so sick.
That kid is
Bee's
special,
knees,
man.
man.
That kid
Yeah,
is
very
special.
good.
Yeah. All right. All the points here are obvious, right? Cowboys have a ridiculous offense. Washington has a ridiculous defense. I get it. I get both sides of it. Jaguars at Titans. Titans are favored by 8.5. We all take the Titans.
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
Julio's
Titans
playing this
cover.
game.
He is.
Julio.
Julio Jones.
Yep. No AJ. Obviously, no Derrick Henry, but Julio's back. That should help a little bit.
They're
You know
running
what? You know what would be
situation
interesting to
pissing me
see
Will be
is like,
interesting.
is Julio still Julio? Like he kind of got hidden behind Derrick Henry. He got hidden behind AJ Brown. He's working on a new team, new offense. Like it was totally understandable that he didn't do much when he first came to the Titans. But this week, you've been on the team for a fucking while. You're missing your all-star running back. You are the number one wide
Yeah,
receiver
yeah.
again. You're back where you like have always played your
And
entire
we're
career.
gonna
Like
find out.
Yeah,
We're gonna find
exactly.
out this
Like,
week.
we
The
will.
proof's gonna be in the pudding. We're
Yeah.
gonna find out.
either he fucking blows up and people are like, oh shit, he really
Or
still
it's
is
like,
Julio
he fell
Jones.
off.
Or it's
He
like,
fell
yeah,
off. He
yeah.
fell off.
Yeah, you went the AJ Green route.
Should have came to Kansas City.
Julio?
Yeah.
Fuck out of here. Not a good fit. Not a good fit. Giants at Chargers. Chargers are
Chargers.
favored by 10. And only
I put- it's gonna
Anthony
be- I
took
put
the
Gabe.
Giants. Why don't you talk to us about the Giants picks?
10 points. It's a lot of points.
It's a lot of points.
You know, I think you guys won. Dolphins
That's a
beat.
lot.
I mean,
That's double
We would have
digits.
covered 10.
One,
you guys are better
two,
than Chargers.
three.
That's
I
more
really
than
appreciate you
9.
saying that.
I truly. The Chargers are such a. Every year, the
Overrated
Chargers.
mediocre team.
Yeah, I mean they
I
are.
totally agree.
I
I,
mean, they're-
also feel that way about the quarterback. Everybody was sucking Herbert's dick, and I'm fucking like,
I think Herbert's good, but
Vinny's like, just a tip for me, thank you.
no,
no, I think he's
pretty
a, I think
fucking
he's a really
pretty
good
happy with
quarterback.
two of these days.
Yeah, I still think Herbert's going to be pretty legit in the league, but they're just not there yet. And they come out.
Give me a comparison.
Everyone comes out to about these guys that they're gonna. This is their year. This is their year, and every year they're a fucking 8-8 team or a 7-9 team.
Last year they were like a 4 and
That's what
fucking
that's what I'm
12
saying,
team or
like,
something.
you know,
Yes, they were.
I don't think.
Give me a quarterback that Herbert's going to turn into. A comparison.
Flacco.
Oh,
No.
Flacco's disrespectful.
No.
I mean, he won a ring though. That
I'll
was-
He
say
did,
Matt,
he
I
did.
think I want to say
He
Matt
won-
Ryan.
he
I
won
want to
a
say Matt
fucking-
Ryan.
I think you could be a Matt Ryan, like
Matt Ryan is.
I could see the Matt Ryan.
but with a
Matt
big,
Ryan
with a
also
bigger
goes
arm.
Mobile. Herbert's mobile.
I
He
was
also
going to
has a big
say,
arm.
obviously not physically, but I was going to say Roethlisberger.
No.
Because he's
He's
just
more-
he's a gunslinger. And like, if you think about not now, if you think about
Roethlisberger's-
Roethlisberger 5 years ago and the 10 years before
He
that,
was the fantasy. Everyone
exactly. And I think that's what Herbert's going to be.
I
think
think he
that-
will, but like with Roethlisberger, like as a player on the field, I don't see it just because
But-
Roethlisberger has always been like his trait is you can't sack him. He's
Yeah,
fucking
when you-
6'6",
I
200.
mean, honestly, I haven't heard of
That's why I said it.
Muhammad.
So it's not physically. So he's not going to break tackles like Roethlisberger. He's going to outrun them.
But I
instead.
haven't heard Herbert.
But-
It's like a better Josh Allen.
You have guys like. You
Is
have
this a
guys-
rape? Is this a rape joke?
I mean, you have.
I saw it in your eyes.
I haven't heard anything about Herbert getting any sexual harassment.
I saw it in your eyes.
I mean, you have.
You saw the glimmer. You saw the
He's not old
glimmer.
enough to go to the party at this point.
You have some of these big, analysts out there saying like Colin Cowherd and all that.
Oh,
That-
fuck
Colin
Herb-
Coward's a fucking.
I'm just
turd.
saying, he's that if
Colin
The
Coward
quarterback
is
for the
like
next 5 years. He's taking
I
over.
I
you know,
cannot
it's
take
'cause he's an
Anthony
idiot.
seriously
He's
with
a
fucking
fucking
that
idiot.
goddamn glitter in your beard shining at me, dude.
Colin Coward is a fucking
Coward.
he's damn, I can't even think of his fucking name.
Spade.
Who's
he's done it though. He's done it. He's made it.
God, I can see his
Colby, give
fucking
him a
face.
goddamn look.
Who's the
I can't do that.
who's the analyst that just screams about everything and argues with everybody?
Stephen A. Smith.
Stephen A. Smith,
Oh,
yeah.
fucking
He's
hate that motherfucker.
Colin Coward is a white Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah.
He starts every fucking show of his with some ridiculous take, and he's so fucking like confident about it, and he doesn't take any calls for people to tell him that he's a fucking moron. And then like he just does that for attention. It's the same thing that Smith does. The only
Dude,
difference
Zach
is
Levine went up in his face at the Bulls game. Is like, I know you want us to lose, but we're gonna fucking win. They fucking won that game.
Oh, yeah.
Colin Coward fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I remember liking
Stephen
him
A.
like
Smith,
10 years
not
ago.
Coward.
Oh.
He's
Stephen A.
but he's the type of person.
Oh,
that
this was
you
the
don't
other
like
reason
him.
that I was like nervous to take the Vikings is because fucking
J.J. Watt's back.
yeah, Watt's back.
Watts.
But
Watts in your wallet.
people watch him.
Who?
Colin Coward. He's
Because they like
yeah.
that. They
It's
like
a-
that.
Oh,
fucking-
there goes Cooks, dude.
You want to change your pick again?
No.
No, you
0-0. I still
You know,
can. 0-0.
can't. Fucking
No, you
fucking-
can't. That ship has sailed. You had one chance. You're
We're still
done.
in the first quarter.
Colin
0-0.
Coward
No
has,
way.
He's like the Floyd Mayweather. Like you don't like him.
No,
but you
Floyd
want him.
Mayweather is
I-
lovable.
I
Everybody
like
loves
Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather. What's
I like
wrong with you?
Mayweather.
Everyone tuned in to watch him lose.
Well, because McGregor is fucking like super exciting. I'm assuming that's the fight you're talking
Before
about.
that,
No way.
everyone.
You are
tuned in.
absolutely
I've
wrong
always
about
liked
this.
Everybody
Mayweather,
tuned
dude.
in
Yeah,
to
I've
watch
you're
him
always-
lose.
absolutely wrong about this.
No,
Yeah.
no.
You are.
Everyone tuned in to watch
You're
him
saying
lose.
they tuned in to hate him.
Yeah.
I think they tuned in for the same reason that everybody watched golf on Sundays when Tiger was in the
Oh,
lead.
that's,
Because people just like to see greatness.
I think
His
Floyd Mayweather
excellence,
is
bro.
one of the best boxers ever, but the way
Sorry,
he
you
talks, the
himself.
way
That was like a straight- that was a straight up. You just straight
I
up.
think he would- listen, I tuned in.
It's like people hate him. I don't hate him, but
know.
people hate him.
I didn't like him. I didn't like him. I wanted to watch him lose, but he won. He was one of the.
So you
He's
wouldn't want to
undefeated.
watch him lose.
Undefeated.
I did. I tuned in to
He's
watch him lose.
he
was
might be.
fine.
He's probably the greatest pound for pound boxer of all time.
I mean, there's boxers that are like so good, and you just really love them. Like Roy Jones Jr. was one of my favorite ever. You know, Tyson was so much fun.
Ray
Or
Rice.
the Butterbean or
Yeah.
Butterball, whatever.
Butterbean.
No,
Yeah.
you didn't like
Yeah.
that joke. You can make a rape joke, but I can't make
I
a
didn't
punching
make-
your
I
wife
said
in the face
sexual
joke.
assault. I said sexual assault. You dropped the.
I don't know where this fucking line is,
You dropped
but it
the
makes
hard
no
R.
sense.
Good.
All right. It is getting dicey. Let's keep moving. Lions at Broncos. Broncos by fucking 10.
Lions all day, baby.
You're the only one that took the Broncos. I think you're a fucking lunatic for it.
I picked the Broncos. I didn't pick the Lions.
I took the Justin Jefferson just got you.
No, you took the Lions. I took the Lions.
I did
I
not.
thought I took the Lions to cover.
Oh, you're right. Aaron's the only one who took the
Yeah.
Broncos.
Yeah,
My
I'm
bad.
gonna go out.
My
I'm
bad
just
for
gonna,
singling
we're
you
gonna
out.
cut off and go to the game. The touchdown celebration was hilarious. It's like Justin Jefferson, Dalvin Cook, KJ Osborne, and Kirk Cousins running in the middle of it. It's like trying to dance with everybody. You know,
So who got this touchdown?
Jefferson?
Attaboy.
Show the
Who are you playing?
Oh, Roddy.
Roddy texted me tonight just
Yeah,
to
he
let me
texted
know
me
that
too.
he's out.
Yeah, he texted me.
Kirk Cousins is so Mormon white.
It didn't show the. It didn't show the
The
celebration.
celebration.
Are you
Yeah, it
playing?
didn't
Are you
show it.
playing Cousins?
No. Ooh, I think so. I'm playing.
Oh, he
Jefferson.
missed the extra point.
Jesus, that's
He's
two.
missed a field goal and an extra point.
Jeez, man. I'm glad I don't have him.
Who is that?
What a bozo. What a fucking
All right.
bozo.
Why the Broncos, Aaron?
What?
Why the Broncos to win by over 10?
Williams, bro. Williams.
Who's Williams?
Javante Williams.
Javon Williams.
Oh, fuck
He's
that
gonna
turn.
fucking
Yeah,
slash
next
and
pick.
gash, baby.
Next pick.
Didn't he try to trade him to you?
The Lions
he wanted-
just beat the Vikings. The Vikings are better than the
Too rich for
fucking
Colby's, bro.
Broncos. They tied with the Steelers. The Steelers are better than the fucking Broncos. Like, I just think the Broncos aren't a good team anymore.
10 points.
And 10 points is all. I was
That's a lot.
fucking really
Dude,
surprised.
Williams is gonna fucking run it,
Lions.
You-
How do you run with that kneecaps?
bro. You don't let him get in someone else's mouth, man. It's
Bills.
Easy peasy.
at Bucks. Bucks are favored by 3.5. You're the only schmuck that took the Bills, obviously, just like you were the only one that took them against the Patriots. And you're going to be wrong this week, just like you were last week.
It's a
Do you think
The Bucks haven't beaten anybody
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah.
Bucks
beat the
are not
Dolphins.
a good team. Anthony, if
so
and then,
go
you know,
back-
I'm not going to say it. Anthony, when the Bills lose, can you
Listen.
come clean shaven next
listen,
week?
all I'm
dude?
gonna say is
Stop looking like you're on hard times.
the Bucks last year at this point were 7-5,
And they won the
and
Super
they
Bowl.
won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
The Bills are 7-5, and they're gonna win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but the Bills are the Bills. The Bucks are the Bucks.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like you're not hearing what you're saying.
We have a
Yeah.
better quarterback.
That's a ridiculous comparison.
you have
You're
a
only
better-
comparing by
You
record.
have a better quarterback. How many rings does he have?
He's
How
like
many
he's
AFC
like
champions?
30 years younger. What are
You know what my
talking
favorite was?
How many
I was
rings
just
he
thinking about this morning. Remember when he
How
kept
much glitter is in his beard?
Remember when he kept touting Josh Allen's MVP year last
I
year?
agree.
Meanwhile, that fucking pussy didn't win an MVP.
He should have.
He had an MVP
He
season
did.
last
He
year.
should have won the
Get
MVP.
the fuck out of here. You out of your
Except for Aaron
goddamn mind.
Rodgers.
Yeah.
Listen,
All
this
right.
is their
The
proving
Bucks
game.
are obviously going to
And-
win. You're being a
No, they're
fanboy.
not.
We all respect it.
Listen,
Fine.
it's going to be good weather. He's going to be able to throw the ball.
Good weather.
Oh my
Good
goodness.
fucking
That's
weather, dude.
He's
You're
throwing
fun to
for
watch
over-
the goddamn weather
He's
channel
throwing
to
for
decide
3
the game.
touchdowns.
How do you
Oh
feel
my
about the
God.
fact that McDermott threw Dable under the bus? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Maybe he
You
needs
saw
it.
it?
Yeah, maybe he needs it.
So-
Run the ball.
McDermott was basically like, we fucking wasted a ton of points and didn't do enough on offense. He basically just shit on the fucking
were
offensive
inside
player.
the
I love
20.
Dable.
I mean, listen,
My whole
Josh
thing
Allen is going to have 3 touchdowns, at least 3 touchdowns, and 300 yards passing.
Yeah, except 2 of them are going to be for fucking the Bucks.
They're gonna be-
We'll see.
I like this.
All right.
You heard it here first.
Bears at Packers. Here's an interesting statistic for
Fun
you,
fact.
in case you haven't been following along closely. This is the biggest fucking line of the week.
This is what we should have opened. with.
12.5 points. The largest
Oh, I
fucking
thought it was gonna be me
difference.
not picking the Bears this week.
Well, yes, that is impressive as well. But of all the ridiculous games, Giants, Chargers, Lions, Broncos, fucking Jags, Titans, where are the Texans?
If
ones?
they're
Seahawks, Texans. Of all these fucking games, the Packers are favored over the Bears more than any of these other
See, now,
fucking
I don't
games.
know if that's more of Aaron Rodgers thing or a Matt Nagy calling the games.
It's got to be both. You only get to 12. You only get to 12 and a half
Yeah,
if it's
yeah,
both those.
Yeah, it's 6 and 6, and that makes 12. So.
Where'd the other half come from then? All right, next up is Rams at Cardinals. Cardinals are back to full health for the first time in 6 weeks.
Dirty
They
birds.
fucking dominated last week. The Rams are looking mediocre at best. For some reason, Anthony, you took the Rams anyway. Why?
OBJ.
He's played decent.
Decent. Yes, I totally agree with that. You know who's played better than decent?
Everybody
The
else.
best team in the NFL.
Kyler Murray.
I just think they have a chance to do it.
Obviously,
I-
they have a
I-
chance.
I think,
But
uh,
I'll take the Cardinals at home with fucking all of
Yeah.
their
I have a
playmakers
chance
back.
to win a lottery doesn't mean we win a lottery.
That's the Monday night game. So that's all.
This is gonna be a-
Any other points you want to make for our fans and friends before we? What's our punishment for next week? When Anthony loses by fucking 8
Anthony's
games.
gonna have to go clean shaven.
No, it's not.
It's not enough.
You can't assume it's Anthony. I mean, it will be, but we can't totally.
Okay,
assume
so
it.
we all have facial hair.
How about loser shaves their head?
No,
Get these
I'll do
motherfuckers.
facial hair. I will do facial hair.
Ugh, what's the date? The 9th?
I was gonna say it's you
Yeah,
on camera.
I will do facial hair. I'm looking at them. I will do facial hair.
I'm down for facial hair.
Facial hair.
Clean shave.
Clean shaven.
Loser clean shaves.
But Anthony, yeah, do that. Anthony's gonna look like-
You willing to clean shave?
I guess.
All right. Next week,
Eyebrows too, Anthony.
loser
All right.
comes to the show clean shaven. You'll have plenty of time to grow it back before Christmas, so you're all right. And maybe you'll look like you're only in your 40s if you shave. You're definitely gonna look
I
fatter.
mean,
That's
I've
not
done
gonna
it.
help your
I've done
cause.
it recently when during COVID I had to do it because I couldn't go to the barber and have him edge me up.
I mean, the good thing is there won't be any glitter in your beard.
Do you want me to invite you next time?
I mean, if you're motorboating.
All right. Thank you guys so much. We love you. Enjoy this game. 7-0 Vikings. We will see you next week.
6-0
Oh, they missed the
Vikings,
extra point. You're
missed
right.
extra point.
6-0 Vikings. We'll see you guys next week when somebody will be clean shaven because their picks are terrible. Love you guys.
We'll see.
See you next time.